Good evening. Hello. 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 Happy Saturday, everyone. Yeah. Big stretch. Big stretch. Ooh. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I gotta get my head out of my butt and be awake and enjoy life and being conscious. What a life! Hello! Hi, confused. Hi, everyone. I'm good. I'm just very sleepy. I, Yippee! My nose is still congested, but I'm getting there slowly, but Oh! Thank you. Thank you, Zidri. Wait, Yax is for the yang cake? I wouldn't be a pancake, excuse you. I would be a pound cake. I have a whole pound of butter and sugar and flour in my ass. I'm filled. I'm not a pancake. I would be a dense cake. I would be a fruity fruit cake. Yes, sir. If we're really gonna go there and make the comparison point, I will pull out whatever analogy I have to. Yippee! I do not know shame. I only know how to prove myself.
Something? It is
Yes?
on the latest posts on Twitter. Please explain for a sign you have no brain damage.
Absolutely, and I can prove to you that I have no brain damage. So, on Twitter, I posted about eating cupcake liners, and we've talked about this before, so it shouldn't be a surprise. I enjoy chewing on cupcake liners after I've eaten the cupcake because there is still so much baked on batter on a cupcake liner that you can chew like it's gum before spitting out the fiber. It's about being resourceful and not wasting either your money or the efforts of your baking. Yeah, the paper wrapper, exactly, Fugu. I agree, actually. See, I have supporters on this. I'm not mentally ill like I am usually. See, I enjoy eating flavored paper that literally has cake on it.
I have met that does this. Butter swallow
Thank
the
you.
liner.
I don't
think
swallow
he's
the
dead now,
liner.
unrelated, but I wish it would have gotten him first for that crime.
Did you just admit to wishing you had the chance to murder a man on my stream? Huh, huh. Excuse me. I hate COVID. God, COVID just hits you for longer than anything else. I keep saying this like a broken record, but I'm boosted up from this flu season. I'm vaccinated and it's still so bad. Like, why? My mom, by the way, my mom who got COVID a week before I did, she's not even fully better yet. So I'm fully expecting that I won't be for the next week either. My nose is still going through it. I'm like, literally, it's so gross. I'm sorry. I'm still using my neti pot and it's disgusting. Like, the reason that I'm not growing hair on my forehead is because my body is allocating all of that ingested protein into producing more mucus. I would be so powerful, I would be so hot and so unstoppable if only my body knew how to allocate its resources more properly. Instead, it's making my like nasal cavity work on overdrive, and it's making my stream experience more difficult. I I wish I could use 100% of my brain and just like enforce the allocation of my protein intake. I eat collagen. I've told you guys this. I take collagen supplements, and it's all going into my connective tissue. I want more hair. I don't want more snot. I want more hair. God.
Yippee!
Hello woman, it turns out your
Hi,
forehead wasn't
fish.
lagging my stream. Also my dad gave me a empty
That's
grenade
really
shell.
cool, actually. Thank you, Fish. Thank you for coming out and admitting that my forehead isn't so big that it impedes, the ability of your CPU to view a Twitch stream. Thank you.
Wow.
Hello! Hi, Ruffle. Thank you for 4 months. Thank you very much. Hi, Truck. Hi, Lenthiel. Don't worry, we're all
Yippee!
mentally ill
When
here.
I get sick,
We're
I
on
either
this
eat an
platform.
onion
We're all
raw
here.
or many lemons. Haven't sick in years.
An onion? I, yesterday night I had a cucumber salad that happened to have onion and garlic in it. And I have to say, I kind of had a rough night. I thought I would be okay because it wasn't like super aromatics dense, but it still kind of got me. And I eat vitamin C like it's cereal. I chew on like Costco orange flavored vitamin C tablets like it's literally
Wow.
candy. And I'm just built different in a bad way. I am built different in a non pro natural selection kind of way. Also, Moki, welcome in. But you live in a first world country. I hate wasting food. I am so particular about not wasting food. I did not grow up in a first world country, and neither did my parents. I will continue to eat cupcake liners as long as they're fresh for as long as I live. Fendi, thank you very much for the gifted. Thank you. You is a creationist? What is a creationist? Creationism. Definition. Oh! 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 Damn, I wasn't expecting Wikipedia to go in so hard. Wikipedia says creationism is an archaic and pseudo-scientific religious belief. I wasn't expecting that to be the very first line on Wikipedia. That's kind of crazy. They believe that the universe, Earth, life, and humans originated with supernatural acts of divine creation. I mean, I kind of agree. It like how could the universe have come to develop and end up in this very same moment where I can go down to my fridge and enjoy a warmed up hot pocket? Life is just too good, you know? Life is so good that there has to be something behind it. Like, I'm never gonna win the lottery. I don't know where I'm going with this, but like my whole life feels like I've won the lottery, but I'm never going to win the lottery. And I feel like the likelihood, the chances that I manage to live in this very moment experiencing the things that I can. Isn't that so cool? Like, shouldn't I be very grateful? Maybe, you know. Wow.
Damn, 4
Sorry.
months with this hot
I don't know
pocket
where I
eating
was going with
Yikes heart.
I get to live in the same timeline as Fortnite. I I get to play Fortnite for fun and enjoy video games. Like God has to exist, right? Yippee! What is that?
To escape yays in Jenny Yoki Pinyi in Craft Yaga and you
Oh,
Yeke
creationist. Oh, it's more specific. Okay, I thought it was a broader, general philosophical concept. Okay, so it really is exactly what Wikipedia said it was, and I was just totally wrong. Anyway, I I believe God exists because God had to have created Fortnite. Fortnite is too divine for the credit to be given to some humanistic organization like Epic Games. You know, it has to be from the hands of God himself. Hi, Shaz. Welcome in. I I can play as Mrs. Incredible as Fortnite, and I can stare at her ass the entire time. If that's not the will of God himself and a blessing from the heavens above, I don't know what is. Hi, Bear. Hi, Beryl. Welcome in. Wait, let Fortnite. Was this a crash out? Rain Puff, please. You weren't supposed to see me like this. I'm sorry. It's just we take so much of life for granted, you know. I'm talking as a bit, really. Oh my! Thank you, Holy, for gifting a sub to God. Thank you, Rainpuff. Much love to you too. Thank you, Holy. Hi, Wolf. Like we can turn this into something positive. We can turn this into an opportunity to really reflect and be mindful right now about what we do have as humans living together in the 21st century. We have it better than most any life form on this planet did, including any and all past humans. We we live so well. We have so much to be grateful for. We don't have to talk about creationism, but it is really cool, isn't it? We got to wake up in our like dried, maintained, clean houses with heating, with plumbing, with like clean water available to us anytime we like. We can take showers with like shampoo. Wow. No, Anon. I can sit here on my PC and receive a tier 3 gifted sub to Fortnite's official account, and I have to stare as that message whizzes by in the chat, and I have to contemplate the my life's actions that led up to this very moment in the process. Thank you, Anon. Yeah, exactly. We live in the same generation as air fryers. We live as the first generation of humans who had both sous vide and air fryers. Hi, E-Dog. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you, Anon, for gifting a sub to Chug Jugging. Actually, you are a fake Fortnite fan. Now, what's cool are actually chug splashes. They're so much easier than having to drink a liter of blue liquid. Hi. Hi, Gun. Welcome in. Hi, Q. You're my air fryer. You know, I don't know what I don't know what that comparison is supposed to mean. Um but I will take it because at least you're not comparing me to a linear object. And I really appreciate that. No, it's one of the few times on this channel that someone's compared me to an object that has had curves. So thank you. Thank you, Anon, for. You don't have to do that. Thank you, Ritz. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not a plague. I'm not a plague. Anyway, back to being grateful on this Saturday evening. I genuinely don't know where I'm going with this. But, like, thanks to the efforts of our fellow humans, we can literally go out and get whatever we want to eat at any time. Like, granted, with money, right? But at the same time, it's the fact that as long as we have money, whatever we want to eat is actually accessible to us. Like, that's insane. If I was born just 200 years ago, like, because God knows I wouldn't have been born as some, like, Victorian noble or some Qing dynasty official if I remain Chinese, you know, I would have been, if I had just been some random run-of-the-mill person born 200 years ago, I would have been eating rice, potatoes, and salt if I was lucky my entire life. Maybe once in my life, I would be lucky enough to experience beef. And maybe like once a year I get to eat chicken. And like twice a month I make enough money from my little peasantry job to afford fish as a protein source. And now I can just spend $5 and get an entire chicken at Costco. Like, and I have access to like ranch and logema and
Would you have lived if you were born 200 years ago?
no, that's another thing. But like I won't make that point because it's too specific to me. You know, like I wouldn't have survived with my physical conditions, but you guys probably would have been just. Oh, why did I do that? I copied a message into OBS and it generated a
Long
text
do you
file.
even need
I
to
am
ask?
going to
Bro
delete
gets
that.
tired on a hike before it starts.
Weird. Man, that's so cool. Wait, I didn't know you could do that. Wait, someone say something fun. Eating lard. Wait, eating lard at. I can just add in anything? Oh my god. Wait, what? Whoa. Can someone say something funny? Zen, thank you for 17 months, you bastard. Thank you. Meanie. Something. You guys are
You
awful.
stupid.
No, I'm not. Did you guys know that you could do that? I didn't know that. Jay, I hate that, but I'm gonna try it. Ew. Disgusting. Okay, it has to be something short. Shut up! I'm not a tech bro like you guys.
Wow.
I'm not a
Drinking Ballan Gun and watching
lame
Yo undercover
computer
feeds
nerd
cozy.
like all of you. I'm cool. I was a jock in high school. I do paper charting. My handwriting is so nice. If we worked in person together, chat, and I had to pass you handwritten notes, you would be complimenting the shit out of me. Stop making fun of me! Technology isn't necessarily the future. I have my merits. I just can't show them here because everything's technical. Yippee!
Bro, I would fart and you would blow away. TF you mean?
Yippee!
I'd mistake you for the paper thin R.
Okay, if you blew me away, it wouldn't be because I'm light or I'm paper thin. It would be because your ass cheeks are so
Yippee!
huge
Your
that you
brain is
fart
flatter
at a
than you.
velocity of 300 kilometers per hour. But you're American and you don't know what the fuck that means, idiot. Hi, Mom. Welcome in. My brain is not flatter than I am. And you know, if my brain was flat and I'm continuing to function at this level of sheer
Yippee!
Don't let
intellectualism,
general
you know, I
contractors
should be
find you, or else
researched
she really
by
will
the
be in your
government
walls plywood
to
tuber.
develop smarter human beings. We're always using the
Yippee!
American card. What
You
else
mean
do you?
your
It's a
brain is thicker
protective
than your brain and
mechanism.
stick out of your skull?
I'm making sure to flatter all of you as much as I can in case you guys invade me. Anyway. I'm I'm playing 9D
Yippee!
chess.
You'd be the control group. Hello researchers, we can't
I'm
get
thinking
worse
in
than
the
this.
future. Thank you, Excalibur. Do you mean your brain is thicker than your... Wait, I'm sorry. What does that mean exactly? You'd be the control group. Fellow researchers, we can't get worse than this. I would be the easiest study comparison point ever. I agree. Okay, hold on. Let me let me take off my sweater. Okay. I am cooked. I'm literally cooked. I'm literally sweating. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Your forehead doesn't have enough oil to invade. My dog would disagree with you. My dog thinks my forehead is delicious. Also, I had a really stressful night yesterday. I wasn't expecting it. In hindsight, I feel a little bit guilty because I didn't look into things as much as I probably should have. Um, I had a vet appointment with Yuppie yesterday, and she had one vaccine. So I didn't think it would be a big deal. I thought it would pass just like the prior vaccines, which were actually much larger in volume and covered multiple diseases. It's just like the routine puppy vaccine, and this one was an extra one-off because of the environment that we live in. And we got home, and in the evening, a few hours after the appointment, she started screaming bloody murder like she was dying, and I was so scared, and I did a pat down on her to like identify where the pain was coming from, and it was in her left shoulder where she'd gotten the vaccine. So I I guess I'm guessing that like what I didn't realize, right, was the prior vaccines were all subcutaneous, and this one was intramuscular. So she was basically experiencing the same soreness that you and I would after like the COVID shot. And it's her first time ever experiencing like pain. Cause she's like, she's never gone through anything before. And the poor girl was so scared. She had no idea what was going on because during the actual vaccination and the previous appointment as well, they give her peanut butter. And she never has peanut butter at home, and the only place she's experienced the sheer joy of peanut butter has been at the vet. She is so busy digging down on that shit, she does not notice the needle going in and out. So at least she has no correlation between the actual vet appointment and the pain. She just feels like she started experiencing the worst pain she's ever had in her life all of a sudden, out of nowhere. And like, I felt so bad because she kept hiding under furniture because I think she couldn't understand where the pain was coming from and she thought something was hurting her, so she was trying to hide. But at the same time, like, animals are different from us, right? Their survival instincts are different. We're more intelligent, so if we experience pain, we stop moving the part of our body that hurts. But animals are on that survival of the fittest shit, and they will keep grinding through the pain. Basically, they won't stop moving. Like, she felt like she had something to run away from, and she
40
just
months.
kept. It was honestly kind of funny, but it was honestly kind of funny, but also really sad. She was literally just running away from her own shoulder while going, arf, 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 arf. Like, what? Literally, like, limping away, going, arf, 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 arf. And as she was trying to run away, it would hurt more, right? Because the more you move that joint, the more it hurts. And she would start running faster, and then she would start screaming even more. The poor girl was literally stuck in her own, like, positive feedback loop. And I just felt so bad. And my dad, like, my dad is such a sweetheart. He had such a hard time, like, dealing with Yuppie screaming in pain. You could tell he was in so much, like, emotional pain himself hearing Yuppie go through that. He was better after I explained, like, her probable thought process to him, and he found it a little bit amusing, but he still felt so bad. And he also felt, like, exceptionally guilty because he has, like, big man hands, right? I could pick her up without, like, touching her shoulder joint at all. But my dad just cannot, like, his hands were too big, and he's just not as fundamentally gentle, and he felt so bad. He felt so guilty, and I felt so guilty, and all of us just had such an emotionally charged night. She is completely better now. Like, I'm really glad that she was a small dog, and like I did a little bit of reading online after I noticed what was going on, and I'm really glad it only lasted like 12 hours. But man, it was really scary. My sister also totally overfed her with treats because she also felt really bad for Yuppie. Like, I have never seen, like, my dog will refuse kibble if she's full. She gets free fed kibble still. But yesterday was the first time that I've seen that dog refuse treats because we gave her everything she wanted to try to, like, reassure her and make her happy. I'm okay with it for that one night. I think that was a good reason to, like, try to not make her associate pain so negatively. But man, we had a night. It was like we were taking care of a sick infant. It was a good learning experience. I'm glad she's okay now. It was so funny though. The poor girl, like, it was so funny just seeing her like limp, and then she notices it hurts. She's not even trying to run away from anything until she starts trying to walk. In general, she's just trying to limp a few steps. It hurts. She gets scared by the pain. She walks faster and it hurts more, and she starts screaming more, and then she gets even more scared. So she starts running and it hurts the most, and she screams the loudest. and, and, and she's like almost 4 months old. So she's gotten to the point where we literally can't like catch her. Not even my like really fit sister. She's just too, and also we're scared to catch her, like stop her from running because we might just hit her elbow and her shoulder. Man, it was such a night. Hi, Skippity. Welcome in. Now she's going to learn that if she pretends to be in pain, she'll get treats. I don't think so. I I don't think she would replicate that kind of screaming. And I mean, at least we're smart enough to differentiate between when she's probably in pain because she's whining and like starting to cry out. So I think it's okay. It's alright. I would just hold the dog by the back of its neck. I didn't dare do that. It was the scuff of her neck because she's so small.
My
It was
dog
just
used to fake limp to
too
get treats
close
after healing from a
to her
broken leg.
shoulder. That's so funny. Oh. Yeah, the visceral yelps. Exactly, right? Man, what a night. I I had such a hard time. Like that's why I'm so tired today. Part of the reason I spent so long tending to her. I'm so tired today. Anywho, I gotta cut more treats for her after the stream today because I'm running out. Totally running out. Meanwhile, how are all of you? How is everyone? I can't believe January is already a third of the way over. I feel like this year is gonna pass so fast. It's already been 11 days. I feel like our New Year's stream was literally like 3 or 4 days ago. The time just whizzes by. You're good, Mom. I love you. Thank you. I eat those comments up. I did get sick. I did get sick. I forgot I got sick. Because I'm still sick. Hi, Bean. Welcome back. Okay. Inner hag talking right there. Oh, by the way, speaking of hags, there's this Twitter account that randomly tweets out like 3-letter combinations. And I think a couple days ago, it tweeted out hag. And I gotta say, I had 2 people message it to me, and I had 3 people tag me on the Twitter post. Awful. Genuinely terrible. Like, I woke up to it. I didn't deserve that. I'm a fake hag. Where's my respect? these new generations, these doomers, zoomers, they're not respecting their elders anymore. What's gonna become of civilization if we don't take care of our elderly, like me? When will I be taken care of? I I mean, at least I don't act like I'm old, right? At least I talk like I'm a cool skibbity chug splashing
Wow.
Fortnite playing, um, you know, like Shirley, Shirley, Jew. God, I hate you. Thank you,
No.
thank you. Huh. Hi, Ax. Welcome in. I'm not old. I am better. I am younger at heart than so many of you. You know why? Because I play Fortnite and I am unironically a skibbity toilet fan. I I think skibbity toilet is unironically the like shonen SpongeBob fusion of Gen Alpha's generation. You guys are, yeah, like, yes, I get it. Like, on the surface level and to the common eye, Skibbity Toilet is like lower than Coco Melon. It is a meme. It is just a head out of a toilet. I get conceptually why that's stupid and
You
really
stupid.
silly, just like a lot of the gags that we see in a show like SpongeBob, right? But, 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 like, if you actually look at how far the Skibbity Toilet franchise has come and how far the story has come, it is an entire, like, military arms race. And I've said this before.
Yippee.
It is.
Alright,
There are
let's get you back
characters
into bed.
with their own
Can one of you
arcs
get the carer
and
in here?
emotions. It is literally like Bleach. That's the shonen quality to it. You have different sects of good guys that are distinct in their design and abilities and personalities, and they have distinct interactions and like relationships with each other. And in the first like 30, 40 seasons of like Skippity Toilet, the bad guys didn't have as much personality, but now the bad guys, literally the Skippity Toilets that are engaging in the arms race, literally have their own sects now too, and there's infighting. And they have incredibly unique designs now as well. And in one of the most recent seasons of Skibbity Toilet, I'm not even kidding, this is all like fact. There is literally a hot goth lady, Skibbity Toilet boss. Like, she is currently, I don't know if she's died yet, but she is currently like the big bad. And and the extent that the creator of Skibbity Toilet has gotten to with his ability to basically engage in like genuine cinematography and his improvement in the way that he animates in Gmod is genuinely impressive. Like, his tenure as the Skibbity Toilet creator and like the hundreds of videos he has animated by himself at this point, it shows. It genuinely feels like granted still like for kids, right? But it feels like a well animated TV show. Like, he manipulates the facial expressions of his like Gmod models, like the Skibbity Toilet faces, in a way that genuinely feels anime-esque. Like, it's cool. It's like I'm not telling any of you to like go and actually watch the 70 something seasons of Skibbity Toilet in existence. I genuinely would say like it does nothing for your intellect. Like you don't learn anything from but if you want like brain rot entertainment, I would say that the fact that the story actually is consistent, linear, there are characters that have been in the series for like over 50 seasons at this point. I I would say that it is better than scrolling TikTok, at least. At least it doesn't force that like total break in concentration and attention. At least it's genuinely like watching a show, and the latter seasons as well have a lot more like actual dialogue for you to listen to. It used to be that it was just totally animation, with the exception of a few voice lines here or there that were like really distorted, typically the TV heads. But now the like characters just straight up talk. Like I have to say the Skibbity Toilet creator is turning the actual series into something really well fleshed out and much bigger and better than what it originally came out as. It is like there is genuinely dialogue. It's really cool. I I I I genuinely like I'm a I'm a I'm a big fan of the Titans and the girls specifically. Like there's like three good guy factions. There's the camera heads, there's the speaker heads, and there's the TV heads, and there's a notable female character from each of the
Yippee!
factions.
Evening,
And they're
yo.
just really
I'm feeling
cute.
a bit
They're like
lonely.
girl
So I
bossing
came by
together.
to hear your beautiful voice and wonderful
While
personality.
talking about Skibbity Toilet, thank you so much, Elizabeth. It is a good series, in my opinion. I really, really like the Titans as well. Specifically, the TV Titan is really great. He's really fucking funny. It's it's great. It it's not like content that will help you develop as a person, but it's like again, I think it's genuinely better than scrolling vertical content. I would put it on the same level as watching anime, genuinely. uh, and I think the story and the environment genuinely aren't bad. It could totally be that I grew up with Bleach, so I'm really used to the arc progression and the character development, the type of progression that we were kind of shown there because I was exposed to it in my childhood. But it's very similar, so it's easy for me to get behind. I didn't deserve that. Oh, speaking of, in Skibbity, there are also like actual major like character deaths that you can see like profoundly affect the characters in the show. And those like major character deaths actually affect the behavior of like our protagonists subsequently. It's like it's an actual shonen. It is a shonen show. I gen also Joker. Hello. Thank you. It I, if you don't believe me, I would tell you to like just go and like skim the most recent episodes for yourself. Like it is genuinely more than the memes make it out to be. And I from a creative standpoint, I think the guy totally deserves his success. Like, it is a real show after 30 episodes. Completely agree. Like, um, if we're actually gonna go technical and talk about the longevity of, like, meme topics, he's one of the rare few who actually managed to take his meme phenomenon, his 15 minutes, essentially, and make something totally long term and then something really respectable out of it. Hi, Skibbity. Your voice is like my religion teacher's voice. That's so funny. Guys, should I become a priest? You know, you know what's funny? Matt, I don't know if I should talk about this actually, but uh hmm everyone I know out of high school and like met in college who went to like a religious like private high school turned out way more freaky than the people I know who went to public schools. Is that odd? Does anyone else have this experience? Like, the couple guys I know that were like childhood friends because of family friends who went to like religious high schools turned out like way bigger fuckboys than any guy I went to high school with or met in college. Like, yippee! I don't
If
know.
you
I don't
wanna
know
be a
what goes
father,
on
allow
in
our
those
viewers to
places
confess
because I
their
mean my parents
sins.
couldn't afford to put me in there. And like and then girls too who I met in my program, like all of the ones I talked to and then ended up talking about like, oh, where'd you go to high school, you know, like in my program, and they gave me like the name of like a Saint X high school. I'd be like, holy shit. Like in my personal experience at least, those girls clubbed out like way more than, you know, my friends and I. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on why. It's just what I've noticed. Hi, Gigi. Welcome in. Thank you, Ame. I don't know. I'm sorry. Whenever someone brings up like a private religious school, period, that is the first thing my mind goes to. It just goes to like the people I've met who came out of those places. Oh my god. All right. Well, we had a very interesting concoction of discussion topics today. I'm very sorry for yapping the way that I did. I think I genuinely lost some of you talking about Skibbity Toilet. I I just feel very strongly about not judging works of media. I I think everyone who's creative deserves their chance. The best yap sessions 5 through 10. I just feel guilty because whenever I get on like a true tangent and I'm yapping my head off, my ability to skim chat decreases by like 80%. And I feel bad because you guys are taking the time and effort to actually write messages and then I'm just letting them fly by. Like, of course, I can't respond to them, and I don't either on a regular basis, but like, I really do read most messages. My ability, I have to say, my, my vocabulary out of streaming has definitely decreased. For sure. But my reading speed has definitely increased substantially. Like, I I read articles now, like in my free time, and not just on topics that I'm interested in. Like, for example, if I'm helping my dad with his work on something that I'm not particularly interested in, and I pull up articles about it, I realize that I read faster now than I did in college with textbooks and things that actually pertain to me directly. Twitch chat has taught me to read faster, and that's crazy. Um, but you know, the caveat is like, this is really embarrassing, but like when I'm messaging, for example, or when I'm writing, I forget the spelling of words sometimes. And it's because I think it's genuinely because I'm not practicing writing academically and formally nearly as much as I was. Yes, I'm reading a lot of English through the chat, but I mean, it's Twitch chat, it's casual conversation. If I want to write anything more technical or specific, I have lost so much of my vocabulary straight up. Literally, one of my genuine goals this year, and I don't really partake in New Year's resolutions, but I do want to like start actually reading more this year. Not just online articles. Like, I literally applied for a library card. And I'm gonna start going back to the library to read. I'm gonna start like actually renting out novels. I don't like to read fiction personally, but like I can start like reading on like, I don't know, like self-help stuff and like academic stuff, personal finance, because working alone is really hard. But that's what I want to do this year. I am going to start making trips to the library, so that, you know, I can, you know, get my head out of my ass and actually like maintain my brain a little bit. The streamer brain rot is real, and like that's not an excuse because I'm a streamer and I allowed it to happen, right? But unironically, like being a streamer does like a lot to damage your physical and mental health. And not like mental in like the depressive sense, I think. Because that really varies from person to person. I mean like in the intellectual sense. I genuinely think like streaming makes you dumber and less fit. Like, the physical training that comes out of live streaming, right? Uh, Live streaming literally encourages you to train yourself to learn to sit down for longer. I used to not be able to sit down at my desk for 5 hours straight. like not streaming. If I was just working, I would need to like get up, have a meal, take a walk in the middle, or else I would feel like really like ugh about myself. And now I can do it no problem. I have trained myself to be able to do that. And I'm realizing now that's a problem. Like I shouldn't be so used to that and like being like partially hunched over for 5 hours at a time. It is not good for me. Like I used to like hate like having so much screen time, and now I'm like tied to like my phone, like checking emails and stuff constantly. It like you really do have to stay conscientious. Like physically streaming trains you to be the opposite of active. It rewards you for being sedentary, so you have to be aware and at least like go out in the middle. I'm sure a lot of people have honestly already figured this out and they're in a better state, but in the grand scheme of streamers, I am newer, I suppose, so I have to be more careful. Rah! Yeah, once I'm better from COVID, definitely we should get back into Ring Fit. I totally agree. When are you gonna implement mandatory stretch breaks for yourself in chat? I mean, I think, I think compared to some streamers, I take breaks relatively often, right? I don't think that I take too long between breaks. I think I'm pretty generous with myself on breaks, actually. I do take breaks because of my bladder, but come on, how big is my bladder? My bladder's small. I get it. I get it, you know? I. Man. Give us a squat routine? No. You guys would abuse that shit. Absolutely not. Okay, speaking of breaks, I think now is probably a good time to take one, and then we can maybe talk about getting into the new Charizard game. I hope it's good. Um, the concept looks very interesting. It seems very, like analog horror
Yippee!
inspired.
Go take Yappy to
Hi,
wake
Shonen.
outside
Hello.
regularly, it will be good for your and Yappy.
I do. I do. Thank you, Sang. Alright. Thank you guys for being here. I will be right back. Thank you very much. Be good. Rah.